maths input to help you with lesson 6, but we're going to start with some sticky knowledge. So some of these questions have been taken from those big maths tests that we've been doing in school. So the first one is to do with time, and this little hand here is the hour hand, and this long hand here is the minute hand. When we are telling the time, we count around in 5 starting from 1. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and then 12 would be o'clock. So because the little hand is just before the number 12, that is still 11. So we're going to put 11 here, and then we're going to count around in 5 to see what the minute hand is pointing at. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that tells me that it is 11:40. Okay, let's see if you can have a go at the next two. Remember, the short hand is the hour hand, the long hand is the minute hand. As you can see here, the hour hand is just before the 5, so that would still be 4, and then you would count in your 5s to see what the minute hand is pointing at. Okay, and the next one, we've got how much change from £1. Now we know that there is 100p in £1. So to help me do this, I'm going to use column subtraction. I'm going to convert this pound into 100p. So I'm going to write 100 take away 65. Okay, and then because I can't do 0 take away 5 and I haven't got any 10s, I'm going to take from my hundreds, carry over my 10. Take from my 10s, change that to a 9, and then carry into my 1. So now I've got 10 take away 5, which we know would be 5. 9 take away 6, which we know would be 3. And then I haven't got any hundreds, so my change would be 35p. Let's see if you can have a go at the next one. So change £1 into 100p, and then take away the 32p that you've already got, using column subtraction. And then the next one, we are multiplying by 10. Now we know if we've got a hundreds, tens and ones grid, and we put 74 in here, when we are multiplying, the values get bigger. So our 7 tens would move into our hundreds, our 4 ones would move into 4 tens, and then we put a 0 for our place value holder. So 74 times 10 would be 740. Then when we are dividing by 10, our numbers get smaller. So we put 840 in our hundreds, tens and ones grid. And then when we divide by 10, 4 tens becomes 4 ones, 800 becomes 8 tens. So 840 divided by 10 would be 84. Let's see if you can have a go at the last two. Okay, and then before you start in your Maths Note problem book, you can have a go at multiplying by 4, which will help you with the worksheet a bit later on. Right, so are in focus. Sam and Charles share 68 sweets equally among themselves. How many sweets will each person get? Now if we know Sam and Charles, there are only 2 of them, so we would share 68 sweets between 2 friends. And then a way we could do that to make it easier is partition those numbers. So 68 would become 60 and 8 split into tens and ones, and then we would share between 2 groups. So 60 shared between 2 groups would become 3 tens, so 30. And then 8 ones divided by 2 would be split into 2 groups and become 4 ones in each group. So 68 divided by 2 would be 34. Okay, and a way to help you do that, so we've got 88 divided by 4. Now I'm going to write 88 in my part-part whole model, and then I'm going to split 88 into tens and ones. So I've got 8 tens, which would be 80, and 8 ones. Okay? Now I'm going to share 88 between 4 groups because I'm dividing by 4. So I'm going to share my tens and ones. You can draw these on your sheet if you need to. Okay, so I've shared my 10s equally, I've got 2 in each group. Then I'm going to share my 1s equally in 4 groups. So I'm starting here. And that would give me 22 in each group. So 88 divided by 4, we have 2 10s here, which is the same as 20. So we will put 20 in this box on our worksheet. And then we've got 2 1s, so it would be 20, add 2, equals 22. Okay, and then we've got another one, so now we've got 63 divided by 3. Move those 10s and 1s out of the way. So again, I'm going to split 63 in my part-part whole model. So I'm writing 63 at the top, that's my whole, and then splitting 63 into 10s and 1s. So there's 6 10s, which would be 60, and 3 1s, which would be 3. Okay, and then I'm going to share it into 3 groups because this time I'm dividing by 3. So I'm going to split my 10s and 1s again. And then I'm going to split my 1s. I've got 3 1s, splitting them into 3 groups. Okay, and then in each group I have 2 10s and 1 1. So 2 10s again is the same as 20, so we'd write 20 here. And then I've got 1 1, which would be 20 add 1 equals 21. 63 divided by 3 is 21. Now I've got 93 divided by 3. So again, I'm going to write my whole at the top, 93, splitting into 10s and 1s. So 9 10s would be 90, 3 1s would be 3. And then I'm going to split into 3 groups because again, I'm dividing by 3. Split my 9 10s into 3 groups, and now I'm moving on to my 1s. Then I would count how many's in each group. I've got 3 10s, which is the same as 30, and 1 1. 30 add 1 equals 31. 93 divided by 3 equals 31. Okay, there's your guided practice